Hi, I'm Charles.
And I'm Caroline. We got married in June and now we're sailing around the Atlantic Ocean for the year. Come join us as we document our journey.
In this episode, my sister and her husband are still with us and we head north up the island chains, leaving Tobago Keys and heading up to Union Island, Mustique, Bequia and all the way up to St. Lucia.
So we've had an early morning start this morning and we have just left Tobago Keys, which is over there, and we're heading upwind to Mustique. We've got Artur's on the helm. We've got one reef in the Genoa and one reef in the mainsail, and we're going on along nicely at about 4 to 5 knots.
Unfortunately, we couldn't find the gaff in our moments of need and the Kingfish got away. This shows the importance of always having your equipment free and easy to hand. Fortunately for us, we ended up being quite successful with fishing that day, catching a couple of Spanish mackerel, which we had for sushi and lots of nice steaks over the next few days.
Great. Just caught a kingfish and just sorting the lines back out. Artur's still steering the boat on a very good course. Catching up with those guys over there who are bigger than us. It's canoeing, Mustique in the distance. Wow! Oh, you can eat the knife, don't you? Another one.
We met a fisherman in Mustique and we asked him for some ballyhoo, and he had a whole bag of frozen ballyhoo all kind of wrapped up and twisted around. We just defrosted them all and we had no fewer than 34 ballyhoo, which we put in packs of 4
Almost looks like tuna.
in these clear plastic bags. So given that last time we got some ballyhoo, we got 7 of them, and we've used 6, and of that 6, 5 of them we either caught fish or they got eaten. So there's a very, very high success rate with these. So in theory, with these 30 odd ballyhoo, we should have enough, or we should catch enough fish for the next few months. Mustique was an absolutely beautiful island, and we had a really nice time at Basil's bar during their jazz festival. We've left Mustique this morning and we are having a very pleasant sail, Caroline at the helm, to Bequia, our next destination. Got a few fishing rods out and Artur and Nicola just relaxing. Just going through a couple of in between 2 islands. It's very enjoyable. We were in a little unofficial race with the boat behind us and we beat them quite convincingly, but then we realised they didn't have their main up and they were just cruising. But that doesn't matter, we still won. So
I think they've put their main up now though, so I think they want to get involved. It's another OCC member. So.
exactly. We noticed that one of the anodes on the prop shaft had come loose, so once we anchored in Bequia, we reattached it whilst in the water. Just off for our dive. Bye, Travis.
We're just leaving Bequia now, beautiful Bequia, and we're heading up to St Vincent, where we're going to anchor tonight to make our journey to St Lucia tomorrow shorter. We're heading for Chateau Belair.
Artur at the wheel. Nicola having a little nap. We've got St Vincent just on our right.
Just motoring past Havishit Bay, which is apparently where they filmed some of Pirates of the Caribbean. You see the water is pretty glassy. Not much wind and not much waves. So we're motoring up, trying to get north, trying to get to St Lucia tomorrow. So we got up early this morning, about 5:40, and brought up the anchor at 6:10 and set off up the west coast of St Vincent. You see there, it looks to be a little powerboat that has wrecked here. Up over there is the volcano. We see some quite cool lava channels. And over there is St Lucia.
Cruising along at 6.8, 6 to 7 knots. Just the pitons under the Genoa. Reef in the main, reef in the Genoa. Carriers on the helm. I've got my outrigger set up. However, there's so much weed, I'm just continually reeling in and out, so I've kind of stopped for now. Been a very pleasant sail from St Vincent. As we approached St Lucia, we decided to go north of the pitons towards Marigot Bay for the afternoon, before spending the evening back down in the pitons, because my sister and her husband had to leave the next day.
So much sargasso weed. Just on the west coast of St Lucia. And there are mad amounts of sargasso. There is mad amounts of sargasso. Now we're back in Marigot Bay. Still looking beautiful.
We had lunch in Marigot Bay and relaxed for a few hours before we set sail again back south to pick up a buoy in the pitons.
Here we are coming up to the pitons. The tall skinny one is le gros piton, and the short squat chunky one is le petit piton. I think this headland which is sticking out is Soufrière. And if you just look, it's a very hilly landscape.
They can divert the boys.
And we're cruising along at about 5 knots. Artur's at the helm.
We found a very large fishing net which had come adrift and was just in the bay between the pitons. We wrapped it all up and towed it to shore, where we put it into a bin. Unfortunately, it was time to say goodbye to Nicola and Artur. We really enjoyed their company over the last 2 weeks and were so glad they could come out and visit us. We dropped them off in Soufrière and went back to the boat. Join us next time where we head north to Martinique, where we meet my cousin and her husband.